Greetings, sunshines and sunnies. It is I, Queen Scarlet, Pimp Sunkiss, coming at y'all right quick, right fast, maybe, with a royale reaction and review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 14, Episode 5, She by Herself. Tisk. And without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into. Oh, okay, so we picking back up at the dinner where Sheree pulls out her receipt. She got a screenshot from Anthony with Portia Baby Daddy out with Ralph and talking about they've been sneaking and deacon with the deacons. And Drew is still trying to get mad at Sheree and completely ignoring the fact that it's Anthony that is telling her the stuff and sending her the stuff. Yeah, like you gotta acknowledge that he is being like extra messy for no reason, and you still letting him be around you, but you directing all of your attention and aggression towards these other women. And Sonya is starting to side eye her now. I mean, I can understand why though, because Drew is giving all types of cuckoo bird. So they get to hold and Drew accountable for being all extra and stuff at the last occasion, putting her hands all up in Sheree's face and being all extra provocative and whatnot. And she gives one of those if apologies, I apologize if and this and that. When baby they done rolled the footage back and showed you ifing like you could never ifed before. Okay? Please cut it out. But anywho, I guess they let that be and Sheree went ahead and accepted her apology. Now they over here reaching with Kenzie and trying to get an issue out of her. But I kind of understand though. Kenzie was carrying the bone like Candy tends to do when she was going around, after Drew told her about the rumor, her not paying Anthony and all that good stuff. Kenzie, you know what I'm saying, did run and tell that. And so now Candy is having to apologize. And she apologized. She said, I apologize. I was wrong. Not sure enough, she just spit it out like, girl, okay, I'm sorry. Get over it. But it wasn't one of them if apologies, child. Everybody found going, oh, now Kenya is getting antagonized by Mark, honey. Okay, so I was, oh my goodness, this man is such a dark cloud. It's just like every event, as soon as the gal is experiencing some sort of peace, here come Mark with some bull crap. Marlo going to check on her though. She done got up and walked away from the table. So he complaining about the baby because he all of a sudden he has to go to work. Baby Kenya is at work. This is her job. This is part of her career. So that means you being inconsiderate of her. Just anything to inconvenience her and disturb her peace, disturb anything that she got going on, weaponizing and baby and all that good stuff. Like, what are you doing? Be a parent. That's a part of being a parent. You can't just up and decide, oh, I'm tired. I got something better I want to do. And Candace telling her that she might need to just let Mark like make the decision to get Brooklyn instead of always calling him, asking him if he want to see her, taking her over there and all that good stuff. And I agree with Candy, but I also commend Kenya for continuously going out of her way and continuously sticking her head out that door and saying, hey, your kid is still over here. You can see her if you like. Hey, because I understand that she probably feels like she's doing for her what nobody else, that she's doing for her daughter what nobody else did for her. She probably feel like nobody forced her mama to be in her life, so she's going the extra mile like she felt like they should have done. She's doing it for her kid, and I can't be mad at that. I just hope that she don't end up teaching Brooklyn to force relationships, you know. Um, and then there's a plethora of other toxicities that can come along with it as well. But best wishes. So I get back over to the table, and now Marlo is a Yola Van Zant with all the relationship advice, talking to Candy, telling her she needs to she needs to cut back on the sex stuff, and the same way she tends to all of her jobs, she needs to tend to Todd like he a job and all this and that. And I agree with some of what Marlo was saying, but Marlo is also extra shady. Marlo is extra shady, okay? And Candy is like, loosen up and all that other shit, and she, kind of blowing her off or whatever. But I don't necessarily think it's a matter of loosening up. I think it's a matter of coherency. At least that's what it is for me. I don't really understand the. I don't understand how thoughts of a colored man and sex toys and vibrating panties go together. Is all. And then honestly, when you start to talking about you and your husband having sexual issues, intimacy issues, and things of that nature, but then you constantly on the show with your sex toys and you want everybody to wear vibrating panties with each other and do swinger type stuff, it does, raise questions and whatnot. And granted, it is a business, but it wouldn't hit like that if there was coherency. If this was a different type of event, like if they was going to see burlesque, if they was going to see Chicago, even if they was going to see something of the sort, and was wearing vibrating panties, then it will be different. But they're going to see like the male version of the color girls, and it's vibrating panties. It's just two different worlds. They just don't. So they are dispersing, and we're moving on to the next thing. So we got like this little cute collage or whatever, what everybody's doing, getting ready for the next day. And Marlo is all up in the mirror talking about my edges are coming back, they feel it in. It just reminds me of is that a TikTok video or is something I seen on Facebook with the dogs, and they put the little scrunchies on the dog ears, and it's like, it's a song, I got my edges back and I can put it in a bun. And I can put it in a bun. That's what it reminds me of. Okay, so it looks like Candy is meeting up with one of the producers of the play again. And it's not that much to it, but it's just much good news on the marketing and sales front. They did extremely well in Atlanta and Texas. So shout out to Candy on the marketing front, and shout out to the team on Thoughts of a Colored Man on Broadway. Okay, and moving on. So we out here with Sanya and Kenya out here walking the streets or whatever, having a little congregation amongst the two of themselves. And Sanya is giving a little bit of background information about her and her husband. And her husband used to play professional football with his cute self. Yes, and Kenya is getting into, the things about Mark that are just a bunch of dark cloud antics. Enough said. We know what it is. But she letting saying you know what it is. And and ultimately getting into why she was so triggered by Ralph at the dinner, and why she had to get in his ass and tell him about himself, and basically speak up on Drew's behalf. So I imagine she is getting some insight, some outside perspective on whether or not she went a little bit too hard on Ralph as an individual, and as it concerns him being someone else's husband. Me personally, I feel like if you see any type of abuse going on, any type of manipulation, of wrongdoing, lack of integrity, lack of respect going on in a dynamic amongst you, you should say something. Period. Don't sit up and watch people get dragged through the mud and abused and whatnot, because that is a part of the reason why people don't speak up when they are experiencing any type of wrongdoings, any type of abuse, any type of mistreatment, embarrassment, humiliation. A lot of the times people don't speak up because they get humiliated and all of that in public, and people reaffirm their behavior by not speaking up on it. So when you don't speak up on it, you show that you are for it, that you are okay with it. And that also translates to the victim. It makes them feel like, well, nobody else seems to care, so it must not be that serious. But the whole time, they are dying inside. So I feel like Kenya was absolutely correct in speaking up on it, because I absolutely hate when people see fuck shit going on and they just sit back and don't say nothing. That is a huge problem in more ways than one, in more types of situations than one. Saying lets her know too that if it had been her husband, that, you know what I'm saying, she probably would have had to check her. But at the same time, I can understand that, honey, because saying your husband is probably not manipulative and just downright foul the way that Drew's husband is. So it makes sense that you would have a cape on for him and be defensive of him, because he gives you reason and right to be so, as opposed to it being a you defending your bully type situation. Like, so I realized that they are walking to a food place, but before they get to that food place, Sanya starts to voice her concerns with Drew and how she's been noticing a lot of shady things, a lot of shifted things, a lot of things that don't add up as it concerns Miss Drew and all of her odd behavior. And I understand where Sonya is coming from. Now, I've been hearing some talk concerning Sonya and, you know, people's speculations about her intent and her tactics. Now, I thoroughly understand that perspective, while at the same time, I can't blame her. I can't blame her, because Drew definitely gives a person that you think is very nice and very just sweet and shit and cool and whatnot at first, and then the math just don't be mathing as you start to go along and things start to get really weird. Things start to seem very flighty, and that can make a person feel unsafe. So while I see both sides, either way, I can't necessarily blame Sonya for moving how she moving, because the way that Drew moves can easily make a person feel unsafe. Y'all don't talk about me. I hate my little what's nice sticking out right there. It's okay. We'll all survive. But yeah, I can't necessarily blame Sonya for that, because it's odd. Now, we'll get to all the others. I'm hold all that thought. I'm hold all that thought. Moving on. Okay, so we over to Sheree room, and she is on the FaceTime with Candy talking about Tyrone and how he's awaiting permission to see whether he's gonna be able to come outside so that everybody can meet him. And Candy is mad shady booth talking about, where you at? Is your other woman house? Candy swear this man got another woman somewhere, and that Sheree is being played. But I don't know, honey, we shall see. And that'll definitely be one of the questions that I ask in the reading that I do too. So we get to another group meal. I don't know if this is dinner, lunch, brunch, whatever, but it's another group meal or whatever, and we up on the scene with Kenya asking Marlo to hand her a jacket or something, and Marlo was like, girl, you got one more time to ask me to hand you anything. But now it's all love, girl. All that good shit. Giving real nice nasty. So she started talking about how styling people has made her much more humble, and I can kind of see that in certain ways, and I can see how a duty like that, a role like that, can humble a person, because you have to know how to approach people and basically upgrade them and evolve them without making them feel like shit in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So that's really cute. I really admire that. So we're getting to talk about different celebrities that have hit on the gals. They gotta tell stories about different celebrities that have hit on them. That would be shocking. And Drew is telling this very the game-esque storyline about Laquan, a certain king of the NBA, sending her over a drink, trying to get at her or whatever. Child, I don't know what to say. Child, Marlo said that Gene Simmons hit on her, the lead singer from Sting. I can see that. Marlo seemed like a rocker chick. She kind of dressed like a rocker hip hop type of chick. I fuck with that. Can you say a Prince? I can believe it. I can definitely believe it. Drew, bye. Your life is full of fiction. She trying to cast doubt over Kenya's story. Girl, it's all types of doubt over your story, okay? Let's not get it started. It's all types of doubt over multiple stories that Drew be putting down. So I don't even know why she felt comforted, child. But I guess it ain't no need to even wonder why it's Drew. So Sheree reveals that Tyrone not coming outside today. He ain't coming outside today. And she's saying that she's going to Philly, and Kenya is raising all types of questions. Why he can't come today? Why he ain't gonna? Yeah. And Sheree's like, mind your business. We'll get there when we get there. So they ends up giving a toast, like it's a little shot toast or whatever, and we flash on up out of that scene and we get over to another little FaceTime scene with Candy. Candy is always on FaceTime with somebody. Oh, she giving the gals directions on what to do in preparation for the play, telling them what to do about their panties and getting on down to the bus and don't get left and all this other good stuff. Ooh, child. I don't know who that is with that red overall romper on. It's probably Marlo, but they look damn good. Hell yeah, that's Marlo. Oh my god. Now, why are you. Oh shit. Oh, oh, Marlo talking about she gonna fake it with the panties, and Candace said, well, she gotta be used to faking it without the old white men that she fuck around with. Oh, tisk. They said now, not y'all sticking y'all hands in your panties on the bus. What we got going on? Do we got some hand sanitizer, some alcohol, some wipes? Who buzzing? Not when you too close together, you're buzzing together. Not piece of a feather buzz together. I'm screaming. Ill prepared, ill prepared, ill prepared. No, ma'am. They up here buzzing together. Can't it? Then let the girls know that if they sitting close together and one of them get buzzed, the one next to them gonna get buzzed up too. They needed a practice round for this. They needed a practice round like a day before. They needed a tech run of this whole excursion. Child, not is hella traffic, so they gotta walk, but that's to be expected though in New York, to be honest. So they gotta walk down there. Marlo done found her a scooter. Where's your scooter? You better scoot. Yeah, ma'am. That is on me. I'm hopping on a scooter, be y'all gonna walk, but I'm gonna find me a scooter, a skateboard, a pair of skates, somebody's back to hop on or something. Not anything all busy. Child, that's the coming up. We ain't even got to that scene yet. I'm just looking at the coming up. Okay, so the gals enjoyed the play, but I would expect them to. I feel like I'd heard of this play before. I'm gonna have to look into it, see what it's giving. Oh, chasing candy, candy, candy. And everybody looks so good, so cute and happy and shit. It's all nice and whatnot. Okay, and I like how the guys say that they can relate. That is very refreshing as well. Not only like the fact that the play like was able to create that type of catharticism for them, but also that they were willing to be honest about it. It's really refreshing. I'm here for it. Shout out to Kenzie and everybody involved. So it's the whole pajama jam. Why didn't they do the vibrating panty things at the pajama jam? If they go into a pajama jam, that they should have did that at the pajama jam. Then maybe it would have like made more sense and more people would have been willing to participate. It would have made a funny ass scene also. What is eyes wide shut? I keep hearing people say that. I'm gonna have to look that up. They put some mask on. Kenya is not with the whole vibrating panties thing because she don't want nobody else's husband vibrating her. And honestly, I kind of understand where she's coming from too, because they also have accused her of being too flirty and friendly with somebody else's husband as well. So just leave it at that. And then also, like I said, Mark be always looking for something to take her to court about and bug her about and disrupt her about and all this other foolishness. Ain't nobody got time. And Marlo is burping like a grown man. Goodness. Rappers from Jersey. They talking about Drew and Ross relationship and how weird it is and whatnot. Ooh, they say she believe her lies. Ooh, the workout situation. You drop it with Drew and she can't even drop it in the squad. Yeah, that story is very confusing. She went from she had a hernia and then she had a body mommy makeover and BBL or some lipo or some and then working out but she don't be working and it ain't working. Somewhere wrong. She just somewhere wrong. Marlo tried to go on the site and sign up, and somewhere wrong. Literally, the screen that say somewhere wrong came up, and you can't even access the screen or whatever. You can't even access nothing to be able to buy nothing or apply for nothing. Kenya said, "Is it a Ponzi scheme?" Ooh, Sonya, her fine ass husband show up. And here comes Drew. Drew just always seems so happy to be somewhere. That's cute. Kenya apologizes to Drew. I mean, child. Kenya apologizes to Ralph for how she came off when she checked him. I hope she just apologizing for how she came off and not the fact that she came off. Okay, but you know, it's all good. It's all respect. I respect the maturity of it all. And he talking about, oh, he understands sometimes he just be misunderstood. Boy, ain't nobody misunderstood nothing. You misunderstood. You misunderstand. You don't understand. I'm sorry. He makes me sick. Okay, so they said, do anybody have anything else that they want to say? The guys get up and ski daddle because they already know what time it is. And now Stanya is raising her concerns to Drew about, the inconsistencies and the provocativeness and whatnot. Her, just being a weirdo. But I don't know if it's something cut out of the scene or if they pressured her to speak on it sooner than what she really wanted to. But it seems like she's like haste, like you know how you can hear somebody's nervousness and they breathing when they talking. That's what it is. Like, but Drew is so called confused because they've been talking the whole time and she's just now saying something. Saying said she had 85 people in the room earlier, so she didn't feel appropriate to say nothing. Ooh, child, it is about a billion people in that room. Goodness gracious. She said she thinks she Beyonce. She probably do though. I mean, I feel like Drew has kind of become a caricature of herself because she's played so many like real superstars and made up superstars in movies and TV shows, and so I do kind of feel like she's a little lost in the sauce a little bit. So Sonya is telling her that, I think Sonya is just basically trying to tell her that I've been peeping some stuff about you and this is what's going on. And I think Drew is fishing for the reason. I think she's fishing for it to be, I don't like, she's taking it like Sonya is mad about something, but I don't think Sonya is mad about anything. I think she's just raising a concern. So the look on Marlo, Kenya, and Sheree's faces to me show that they understood exactly what Sonya was trying to say. But Candy was saying that Sonya don't know how to put her words in order. She should have wrote it down. I feel both ways about that. So, in case I didn't explain it before, Sanya is basically bringing up to her the same thing that she was bringing up to Kenya about like the inconsistencies with the whole drop it with Drew thing, the inconsistencies of you trying to get mad at Sheree, but you were being antagonistic to her. You put your hands on her face and all that good stuff. And yeah, it's weird because Drew just apologized for that with the if apology or whatever. But at the same time, I feel like saying it is just letting her know, hey, this is where we are in the friendship and this is what it is. But I also get Drew saying, why are you bringing it up now? But at the same time, they are filming a show, so you know why she's bringing it up now. So in a way, I see both sides, because on some real shit, it does seem a little shifty of saying it to bring it up then, when there are probably a couple of times where she could have pulled Drew to the side and said whatever it was that she had to say. But at the same time, y'all are filming a show, and they just said, does anybody have anything else to say? And if she didn't say it, somebody else that she said it to was gonna say it for her. Definitely. Definitely. So just with that alone, even if nobody like verbally pressured her to speak on it sooner than she wanted to, she probably felt pressure in that moment to speak on it sooner than she wanted to, or speak on it in a way that she wasn't ready yet. But mm, we shall see. And also, it's a couple of points that Sonya is trying to make, but before she can make them, Drew asks her another question and derails the conversation, and then she has to answer that, and it like dilutes what Sonya is trying to say. And Sonya was about to kind of tell her, she was like, I think the reason why you keep getting into it with people, and then Drew says, who would I get into it with? Da 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 da. Acting like she don't know that she been getting into it with people. She had a little, disagreement with Kenya. She had a situation with Marlo on the first episode. She had an issue with Sheree. She spazzed out on the girl that Sheree brought with her. So Stan was about to make some type of point to her with it, and then Drew was like, who I get into it with, kind of playing dumb. And it derailed the conversation and turned it into something else. Drew derailed the conversation multiple times, which diluted and kind of like warped what Stan was trying to get across. So Marla gonna say, I tell you the problem that Kenya had. She tries to go on your site and sign up for your weight loss program. Marlo is a lie. Marlo went on there and tried to sign up and it went wrong. And Drew talking about, oh yeah, we helped so many people. And Marlo was like, no, it didn't work. And Drew talking about, oh, because Drew was talking about, oh, thank you so much. And Marla was like, no, it didn't work. And Drew was like, oh, we helped so many people. And Marla was like, no, it didn't work, boo. And she's like, oh, no, oh, yeah, it crashed. And Marla was like, oh, so many people. I am screaming. I am fucking screaming. Ooh, so many people. That's gonna live rent free in my head. Ooh, so many people. Okay, so Drew said they have weight loss camps. They got stuff in Florida and Chicago and all this stuff. If you done experienced her weight loss program, please let us know some in the comments. I'm fucking screaming. Marlo said it's a Facebook group. Kida said she just drop it if she want her to drop it with her. But we don't know what's going on. Kenya said it's giving Ponzi scheme. Okay, so now, okay, Sheree asked her, why did you get surgery if it's supposed to be a weight loss program? And Drew was like, she had a hernia, and the weight loss surgery was supposed to be to assist with that or recover from that or whatever. Light love and healing to her on that. Something about that is just still not adding up. I don't know if it's the way that she's explaining it. I don't know if it's the editing. Is editing out the meat of She don't know. She don't know the numbers. She talking about all these numbers and how many people they helping, but she gotta call somebody else for the numbers, and then the person that she gotta call for the numbers don't even have the numbers, and they talking about an app. And then she said we got an app, but the person said that they don't have the app. Yeah, can you act straight up? Yeah, if you saying like you put this together because it's something that worked for you, then how is it working for the other people? And that's what we not getting. Like, huh? Marlo asked the golden question: is it supposed to be to help like maintain surgery or what? Or is surgery did Drew somebody just say, "Ooh, drop it with Drew"? Like gave her the idea and she just ran with it, and she kind of like making it up as she go type shit. And now Sheree said fuck all of that, and she on the FaceTime with Tyrone. And everybody looking at, well, Marlo and a couple of, yeah, pretty much everybody is on the FaceTime with him looking at him and whatnot. Ready to meet him and whatnot and all that excitement and good stuff. So we with Sheree, and she on the way to Philadelphia to meet her boo. And you know, she's talking to Tyrone before she left. And she talked to her daughter as she is on the way. But she done called him multiple times and he not answering the phone, honey. She steady calling him and he not answering the phone. I don't know. I don't know if I would have kept going. I don't think I would have kept going. Cause I don't know. Like I know she probably like still keeping hope alive because perhaps that's not normal for them. Um, or she would keep going to prove a point or something, or she like one of those people that's like, you know, it's some people when they on a reality show, they don't mind being embarrassed for the sake of ratings or for the sake of a storyline. Not saying that it's made up. I'm saying that she wouldn't feel an urgency to not keep going because no matter what happens, she's earning her check. So even if he shows up, they got content. And if he don't show up, she still got content because she got a story of being abandoned by her lover. That makes sense. So now she up here, she at the restaurant, still has not heard back from him. She ordering little stuff, little finger foods and such. It's cold. Ain't no way. I would not have been sitting out there in that cold. No, no, dog. Cause I do not like being cold. Let alone. And I don't like to wait. I don't like being cold. I don't like to wait. I don't like to waste my time. Mm-mm. That's fucked up, though. He fucked up for that. But did he get his phone confiscated or is he just on bullshit? Cause I mean, he could have got his phone confiscated. They come told her that he ain't coming because they come telling her that it's against his parole. But he was just talking to her. So did they not realize that he was gonna be filming? Ain't no way. She was literally filming. He had to see them cameras and stuff when she was on FaceTime with him all this time. So what? Huh? Now she on the phone with Ken. I mean, well, I want to call her Kenzie. Now she on the phone with Kenya, crying. Kenya's being a real good friend, like telling her don't accept no shit like this, child. No, ma'am, no, ma'am. At no age, don't accept no shit like that. Done stood her up like this, that, there, and you done came way across the world to see this man and done waited for him while he was in jail and all types of stuff. Oh no, no. Shout out to Kenya. Say you want me to check on a flight for you, baby. What do you need from me as a friend? That's what's up. That's some real friend shit. Unfortunate. That's hell. And that's the end of the episode, child. Sheree was sitting up there with egg on her face and all types of everything else. Just a mess. That is very sad. That is very sad. But I mean, I guess that's all I got. Ain't got no more. I pretty much did all my ranting, reviewing, and commentating out in the middle and through and whatnot. So I hope that this review and reaction was both educating and entertaining, and I hope that you all will continue to come back, like, comment, and subscribe, and continue to be light, loved, healed, and liberated. Emphasis on liberation. Mwah. Well, that's all we got. Ain't got no more. We have milked this cow dry. So I hope that you all have been thoroughly enlightened and entertained. And I hope that you all will continue to return, like, comment, and subscribe. And I bid you all a light, love, healing, and liberation. Emphasis on liberation. Mwah.